Hey everybody, it's Katie. Today I want to take some time out of our regularly programmed schedule of baby stuff and talk a little bit about mommy stuff. I've received a few questions. We actually did a video a few weeks ago about questions and we got a few more from some viewers, so I wanted to take some time today to answer some of your questions. And as always, if you have any, feel free to shoot me an email. Okay, so question number 1 from our viewers is, what do you do that makes you happy? Okay, well, outside of the obvious answer that all moms are going to give you, which is spending time with my family and my kids. Seriously, that's a given, but really, like, what else do I do? What else makes me feel like a normal human and someone other than a mom? Well, I like to go out and do things with my girlfriends, whether that's go out for a lunch date, or just recently we went up north into Oregon and went ziplining, which was amazing. And I did that all day without children. Thanks, honey, and mom and dad. So that was great. Really, at this stage in my life is just being able to get away from my life. Sorry, that sounds bad, but it's true. I like to get out and remember what it's like to be Katie and just, go have fun. Or maybe it means just going out and having a cup of tea or a cocktail with a girlfriend. That makes me happy. Another thing that I'm doing that makes me happy is I've started experimenting with woodworking, and I've been making some fun things. And so that's been kind of cool because I've been learning a lot about hardwoods and sanding, and I know what a planer is. But just stuff that takes me outside of my regular duties as a wife and a mom, because it reminds me that I'm a human and I have likes and I have interests that don't involve poop and diapers and slobber and mommy and clingy and what's for dinner. Okay, question number 2. What is your favorite mommy makeup and skincare products? Well, assuming I get to take a shower, because it's not every single morning that I get to take a shower and, put on my face and all that. But truth be told, I don't actually wear a whole lot of makeup. I guess I kind of just got out of the habit after I had my first daughter and I stopped going to work every day. I just kind of was like, well, all right, So I do wear makeup occasionally, but I'm fortunate in the sense that my husband actually prefers me without makeup. So it's, it's usually like a date night or if I'm going out with my girlfriends or whatever. However, some of the favorite products that I wanted to share with you when I shower. This first one is called Gold Clover, and it is a face balm. She actually makes all kinds of different balms, but it has a beef tallow in it, which if you're like me, you're hearing that for the first time and you're like, beef tallow, and you're putting it on your face. This stuff is amazing. It's amazing. And it's actually not beefy at all. It's great. And so I like to use that for the happy wrinkles that I'm getting right here from when I smile. So that's probably number 1 every single night. And then as far as makeup goes, I don't really have a favorite brand because I don't really wear a whole lot of it, just some of the drugstore stuff. However, I do have a favorite mascara because I have sensitive skin, so I like to use this 100% Pure, and they actually have amazing other stuff as well, but like I said, I don't really wear a whole lot, so when I do wear makeup, it's mostly just this with a little bit of powder. But I love this 100% Pure because it doesn't make my eyes break out underneath, like if I'm wearing it and I accidentally rub it or I get a little bit of the flecks down here. Before, my eyes, I would break out with little dots all over the place, and this is probably the first stuff that I've found in years that doesn't do that. So hooray for happy, yummy makeup. And it's fruit pigmented and it smells good. Win! And that's pretty much about it. I don't really do a whole lot else, but those are some of my favorites, and we'll include some pictures and some information in the description below as well. Okay, question number 3 and final one for today is, how have you changed as a person since becoming a mom? I'm pretty sure that my entire life has been wrecked and then rebuilt as a completely different person. So that's kind of a loaded question, but I can definitely say a few things that have changed and that is my life is not really about me so much anymore as it is my family and my kids. And maybe that's cliche. I don't know. I don't care. But that's how I feel. Because when it comes right down to it, am I going to buy a new outfit for myself, or am I going to buy these adorable little outfits for my kids? My kids are going to win every time. The other thing that has changed is I have maybe a lot more empathy for other people, because I know that on my amazing days where I'm just winning, sometimes I don't do things the way that I should, or I make mistakes, or I act like a jerk, or I drive like a moron, or whatever. And so it's easier for me, because I know that I have those days, so it's easier for me to, as I'm driving through traffic and another mom who's probably having a winning day cuts me off, I remind myself, like, okay, let's just take a deep breath. She's having the kind of day today that I had yesterday. So more empathy. I also cannot watch any kind of movie about children getting hurt, or commercials about dogs getting hurt, or hungry animals, because I will turn into a blubbering mess. So that kind of went out the window the minute I got pregnant, to be honest. And I guess the last part about how I've changed since becoming a mom is I've always known that I wanted children, so that wasn't a surprise. But what did kind of come as a surprise is that my goal now is to be here for my children and be present as much as possible. And so for me personally, now this is nothing against mothers who want to work outside of the home, but for me personally, the desire to have a career outside of being a career mommy has kind of been put on hold, honestly, maybe indefinitely. Although I do think that at some point I'll return to the workforce, but I don't know that it will be, the typical 40 hours a week job, really, until my kids are out of the house, because one of my goals is to be a mom. I feel like God blessed me with these amazing kiddos, and I want to be present for that. Again, nothing against working moms, because I know that we all are wired differently, and I know that for some mamas, and I've got some really close friends who are working moms, and they're incredible, and they have found incredible people to be in their children's lives. No judgment. It's just, for me, I didn't realize how strongly I would feel about it until I had children, and now I'm 100% sure of where I will be in the next few years, and it's going to be here, going kind of crazy, but honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. If you liked my Q&A, please click like, and you can share it if you want. If you've got some friends who you want to introduce to our channel, we would love that as well. And I'd like to invite you to be a subscriber if you're not already. That way you get notifications when we publish new videos, which is every week, and then that way you can kind of join along with us through our journey as we talk about family and babies, and sometimes me, budgeting, all kinds of different stuff. So we'd love to have you join along with us. We also have a Facebook page, and we have a blog, and so you could check us out in one of those areas if you happen to be in the neighborhood. And that's it. I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for stopping by. Take care. See you next time.